Next, what product life cycle? People who are marketing students should know that there is something called product life cycle. One is introduction, then it is growth. This is the growth. Then you comes the maturity, and then comes the decline. This is the decline phase. This is introduction phase. This is the growth phase. This is the maturity stage, and this is the decline stage. Do you think one means of communication is enough for everything? No, definitely not. When you are introducing a product, heavy brand awareness is more critical than the purchase decision. So the ads are heavily towards building awareness. A new smartphone launch, you talk about advert features, nobody talks about buy now, buy now, buy now. That is an outcome. Now when you see say iPhone 15 getting launched, price is the last thing that a company talks about. It talks about its features, what advantages are those features, how it is different from a previous versions. All this is told. Next comes the growth phase, expanding. Then comes when the product is already growing, good word of mouth, good publicity, good PR will help the product sell more. Now we are talking about sales. Then it reaches maturity. It is already there. 50 competitors have already come to fight with it. There you need to sustain the demand. And then you slowly, steadily move to sales promotions. You talk about discounts. You talk about buy one, get one free. You talk about long-term financing. You talk about many other things. You don't talk about heavy advertisement at that point of time. Next is decline. You use cost-cutting methods such as direct marketing, social media marketing, so that you can clear your sales fast and then take action of either reinventing or rebranding or repositioning the product in different ways. That is a different topic. Then either you go for another choice is go for advertising or go for sales promotion. Which kind of company needs to do what? If you are a market leader, you have Apple has more than 50%, more than 50, exactly do not know the exact figure, but Apple enjoys more than 50% market share in the phone industry. For Apple to sustain that business, they have to be very heavy on advertisement. They need to spend a huge amount of advertising, and the basic idea is to keep constant their brand image. However, smaller competitors benefit from sales promotion. Their basic idea is to attract new buyers. Example, local retailers offering festive discounts. Then all is done. We have said that, we have done this, and we have done that. We have followed all the 6 steps before this. What is the result of it? Is my product actually selling? Are people actually aware of my brand? Are people actually relating to the product? Are people actually feeling good or nostalgic or are feeling connected with that? You need to measure this. It is not only money going out and out and out. You need to also stop and see what performance my communication is doing at various channels. So managers need to access, one, what impact my communication has and what is its return on investment of their promotional efforts. After implementing a marketing communication, marketers need to evaluate its effectiveness using, one, recall. How much do people actually recall my brand? If I say dar ke aage jeet hai, the first thing that comes in your mind is Mountain Dew. So it is evaluated that brand recall is good. Next is, what is the public perception about it? If I throw to you Tata Motors Altroz, what is the first perception that comes into your mind? It may be anything. We are not being judgmental about it, but what is the first thing that comes into mind is something which managers need to understand. And then behavioral response. Will the person actually shell out money to buy the product now, in future, whenever? Fine. And how is he going to promote it? Through word of mouth or different means. That is measuring. Now, key metrics are message recall and recognition. Like I said, डर के आगे जीत है. It hit everybody's mind who have seen this. Mountain Dew. जिंदगी के साथ भी, जिंदगी के बाद भी. You know what I'm talking about. So, point done for Mountain Dew. Likewise, if you talk about different companies, इसको लगा तो लाइफ जंगल आला, दिमाग की बत्ती जला दे, Mentos, job done. Fine. Next is how frequent this has to be shown. Now think like this. You saw something on Amazon and you opened Instagram. Every third reel is that ad. Are you feeling good about it? Are you feeling important about it, that so many ads about my thing? Or you're feeling irritated about it? Sometimes you may like it, sometimes you may not like it, sometimes you may get angry. It may have a negative impact. So, frequency of exposure is for example, tracking how many times YouTube ad was viewed before a user actually bought it. And another thing which I have not mentioned is what is the impact of that ad on the psyche of the customer. Is he happy about it? Am I actually Xing it out and saying too many times irrelevant? These also need to be and are easily trackable when it comes to social media. Not so much in the traditional methods like TV. Even in TV, please understand, one TV ad costs a lot of money to the sponsoring company. So if I have 50 slots, that does not suffice. It may suffice, it may not suffice. It depends upon the company's budget and what particular time they are showing the ad. And message effectiveness and emotional impact, like I just discussed something like isko laga to live jinga lala, jar ke aage jeet hai. How emotional. You see those funny ads, you see those during Rakhi time, you will see all those bhai, sister, brother, sister relationship ads. Mother Day will have a set of emotions. Otherwise, the ads are funny. Otherwise, they are scary, showing some social cause. What is the message effectiveness in terms of emotional impact? Are you feeling good? You're feeling emotional? You want to be associated with this brand? You don't want to be associated with this brand? Is it coming into your psyche of environmental friendliness? Lot of things go into making this and evaluating it. Managers need to be evaluating whether or not this ad is actually effective, or they have to revamp the entire process and start from scratch and create a new ad. Then comes measuring the results. Okay, next is changes in attitudes towards the brand. Through social media through social media sentiment analysis, we can come to know whether or not this is not possible through, yes, it is possible, but it will entail a huge amount of time and money for doing a national survey. But on social media, it is very easily found out, where the sentiment analysis of the customer before and after the major project launch can be checked. Next is behavioral response and sales impact. Now, analyzing an e-commerce data to see how many, as and when the ad came, how many people actually bought the product, which is easily trackable. But in terms of the traditional media, it is very, very difficult to attribute that particular sale to that particular ad. It may be the person was thinking something very long term back and he's purchased it now and has never even seen the ad. Or it may be that he's actually seen the ad and rushed to buy this thing. So it is very difficult. But in social media, it is very, very, so through digital marketing, it is very easy to capture such details. And that is exactly why people are gravitating towards digital market, because evaluation and measurement is very, very fast, quick and real time on it. Then is word of mouth influence. Is my product after use spoken good of or bad of? It is something which a marketer needs to understand. They have various ways and strategies for better sales engagement. Lastly, we do have something called integrated marketing communication. Like I explained right at the beginning, all channels spreading the same single message about a product or service. TV does not say something different, radio does not say something different, digital marketing does not say something different, influencers do not say anything different. Everything is happening in the same way. One single message going on. That is called integrated. It is called integrated marketing communication, or here integrated marketing communication is a strategy. It is a strategic coordinated approach to brand messaging that ensures all forms of communications, blah, 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 work seamlessly together to deliver, very important, a consistent brand message across all or multiple channels. Fine. And the key aspects of IMC are: one, for IMC to be called IMC so that it is happening, there needs to be 4 or 5 things that the company needs to ensure. One is all the message should be constant across all platforms. Its messages should be consistent. Second is the message should be clear and all messages should say the same thing. If one says blue, all the channels should say blue. In fact, all should say navy blue. It has to be so clear and perfect. Next is synergy. Maximum the impact of marketing efforts by putting in multiple assessment tools. Next is it should be customer focused so that it can deliver a cohesive brand experience. Now, IMC help business to enhance engagement, builds trust, optimize marketing effectiveness by avoiding fragmented message. So, one message going across platforms, across mixes, across channels gives the customer a clear and crisp idea of what he is getting into when he is buying the product or service. Now, how do you implement IMC, integrated marketing communication? One is same, it is more or less like the same things that we discussed, repetition, but for IMC slightly different, and we'll see what. Okay, same thing is identify target audience, understand the customer needs, preferences and media consumption habits. Then set clear marketing objectives, define goals such as brand awareness, customer engagement or sales growth. What do you want? You want brand awareness? Do you want customer engagement or you want sales growth? Set your objective very clear. There may be few others also, but ideally it is either awareness, it is engagement or you want your sales figures to sales revenues to grow. Then you have to have one single consistent message across all communication channels. That is the main idea of IMC. Then you integrate the communication channels, you align traditional method, digital methods and all other marketing tools. All the 4 P's have to be, when I say marketing tools, there are 4 P's, then your STP, all these things have to be in synergy. Next is leverage data and technology. Use AI, analytics and automation for personalized messaging, because IMC is, now the world is moving towards individual level marketing. So, AI, data analytics, everything plays a very, very important role. Ensure cross-functional collaboration. Align marketing, sales, PR and customer service team. Everybody should be saying the same thing. Marketing guys should not be saying differently what from sales are speaking. PR team should not be propagating something else and the service team also should be not saying something else. All the messages have to be across all communication channels. It has to be consistent. And lastly, you need to monitor, measure and optimize. Track campaign performance and you can adjust your strategies for improvement. That concludes our discussion on promotion in the 4 P's of marketing. We have explored how businesses use advertising, 1, digital marketing, 2, sales promotions and integrated marketing communications to communicate value and drive customer engagement. A well-executed promotion strategy can shape brand perception and influence consumer behavior.